Team SEPA has presented policy proposal document containing findings on environmental issues in Bamenda City to the President of the Regional Assembly, represented by Honorable Awanti, the officer in charge of economic development for the region. This handover took place during the first ever regional dialogue on disaster management held in the northwest region of Cameroon. This high-level dialogue engaged 50 stakeholders, including administrative officials, opinion leaders, traditional leaders and their advisors, members of women's groups, mayors, law enforcement agencies, and government technical services to consolidate policy recommendations addressing disaster preparedness and response in the city, while also promoting women's participation on the front line of disaster management.
Before now, we had a consensus meeting with councillor leaders, women leaders, and community members that was aimed at developing local action plans. And we also adopted policy documents from which were developed from the advocacy research that was being carried out by the consultant and community dialogues. So the essence of this event is to throw the opportunities which we have discovered for policy development at the level of the government, at the level of the local council.
The dialogue session was marked by in-depth discussions and the sharing of experiences regarding the devastating effects of flood, landslides and poor waste management in Bamenda City. In response, the representative of the Regional Assembly commended SEPA for its outstanding work in addressing these pressing environmental issues and for its commitment to disaster risk management in the region.
Thank you for putting this together because SEPA has done a marvelous job from all social compositions of the people of the region to talk about this issue, which is an overarching issue affecting our communities. What we have heard and what we are taking back is number one, there needs to be communication of certain things that have been done that are currently in place, which people need to know about and adhere to. Number two, we need to ensure that the task force and the communities they represent know how to access their representatives. So we are going back very happy because with this engagement together, we now will look for solutions to those problems.
Participants at the event, many of whom are disaster victims and beneficiaries of this year-long project, expressed their satisfaction with the successes achieved leading up to the dialogue session. The session, which featured the presence of the mayor's representative and the delegation from the Ministry of Environment, was hailed as a significant milestone in addressing disaster management in the region.
In fact, I'm so happy, I'm so amazed to see such people on the table, to listen to the voice of the grassroots people, because we have been suffering and we don't even know where to channel or to table our problems. But today I really feel so happy because when I see them on the table and then I see the way people are expressing themselves, are talking their difficulties, what they have been going through, in fact, I'm very happy.
Before reaching this phase, SEPA successfully established task forces in each council area, led by quarter heads and supported by the community. These community-based groups are designed to actively address environmental issues caused by individuals, holding members accountable and contributing to local development. SEPA has also made significant strides in engaging women in disaster preparedness and response efforts, transforming them from vulnerable individuals to frontline actors who tirelessly work to combat disasters in their communities. Through this approach, we are shifting public perception away from relying solely on the government and empowering communities to take responsibility for their own environment. These include better waste management practices, which have been identified as a major cause of flooding, and holding residents accountable for construction activities that contribute to landslides. These efforts aim to create a culture of shared responsibility and proactive disaster management within the community.